Really cool. Good songs, good times here on Happy Troll Radio. WTROLL on your AM dial. We're going to break for station identification. Today's Troll 92 editorial, and then we'll be back with lots more of the same, which we were doing before we started doing the other things which weren't working, until we then had to try the stuff which might have been okay.
You don't! You don't! You don't say it on the radio!
WTROL.
What don't you say on the radio?
You sound professional. You don't just say a bunch of crap like that at random on the air.
This is Terrence Thomas Troll speaking for the management of WTROLL with today's Troll editorial. It's been said that Trolland has produced a generation of trolls who are flabby, out of shape, and in poor physical condition. Well, you know something? They're right. But WTROLL has come up with a solution. It's called
You don't even
Troller
have that many
size.
call letters
And every
in a radio
troll within
station.
the sound of my voice should try it. Troller size every day. You'll be amazed at how good you'll feel. Thank you.
WTROLL.
Oh. Here's a song that you can
Troll
exercise
size.
to. Here's the
Elmo
Dummy Trolls
size was
with their
better.
version
I say
of
this, you
Chicken
don't have that many
Fat.
stupid and call letters in a regular radio station.
Touchdown every morning, not just now and then. Give that chicken fat back to the chicken that won't be chicken again. No, don't be chicken again. Who you calling chicken? You! Oh. Push up every morning. Push up, starting low. Once more on the rise, no more flabby guys. Go, you chicken fat, go away. Go, you chicken fat, go.
Oh my god. I'm ashamed. I'm just ashamed.
1, 2, 1, 2. You can't even touch your cue. 3, 4, 3, 4. 2 that get through the door. 5, 6, 7, 8. No need to be overweight. 9,
If this was a real radio station, would you be going and doing singing and dancing live on a TV screen?
Unless you were listening to the radio and watching TV at the same time. Watching Jane Fonda's workout videos that were butchered down to have Jane Fonda in a chicken suit.
I'm not chicken fat. I'm just perfectly plump. Oh, push up every morning. 10 times. Push up. Starting low.
Oh my god.
That's creepy. The chicken's creepy. Like, oh my god. There's feathers flying everywhere and... Oh, what the...
What the hell?
Did the chicken just come in out of a TV and into the person's living room? He probably saying, I don't need to be in this garbage right now.
The chicken or the chicken fat? I thought it was the egg. The tummy trolls and chicken fat. Sounds like they're having a good time exercising, huh?
Uh-huh. Which brings us up to Troll Sports with our unofficial...
Sports. Okay, this is your favorite subject.
Oh my god, I bet
Let's see listen, quiet.
This is Guy Troll with
Troll Sports.
In basketball today, the game between the Trollville Dribblers and the Harlem Trolls Riders was declared a tie after 57 hours of play. None of the Trolls could reach the basket and the game ended with no score, no plays, no nothing. In hockey, there was no play between the Troll skaters and the home team. An argument broke out over which Troll would be the Trolley goalie. And at the Troll Classic, Arnold Troller shot an unprecedented 14 birdies. Fortunately, none of the birds got hurt. And that's it, thank goodness, for WTROLL Sports.
In other words, that really wasn't anything special.
Can I just say this? You
Please.
said it ended in a tie, and now you're telling me it's scoreless? Oh my god. Like, really? Oh my god. Oh my god. And then you said, oh my god, who gets 14 birdies? Oh my god.
14 birdies. And did you hear what he just said? Thankfully, none of the birdies got hurt.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
That wasn't riddle. We're not really talking about 14 birdies getting murdered by a golf ball. Oh my god.
What kind of example are you setting for your kids?
Maybe nothing. You know that stupid guy who presses all the buttons and was singing that song about where Trollies came from? What's sad is that he's actually my favorite character. But that's only because he really doesn't do much. Which is good. Are you eating a chicken wing?
God. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is just...
This had to have been an original song. There is no way.
Oh my god.
There's no way. I want the monkey joined the fun too.
You murdered it!
No, I don't recognize this song. So it had to have been original, which is good.
Hey, Archie, I have another trolley on the phone with a special request.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Let me get on the line here with you. Hey, listener, where are you calling from?
My car phone.
Yeah? What kind of car is it?
Oh, I don't have a car. Just a car phone.
I knew this was going to be trouble. What can we do for you?
Can you play When the Sun Comes Out?
Nope. Show's almost over.
I mean, the song, When the Sun Comes Out. Get it?
Got it.
Good.
When the sun comes out on a cloudy day, the sun can make your worries go away. Go away, go away. The sun can make your worries go away. When the moon shines bright on a starless night, the moon can make your dreams seem very bright. Very bright, very bright. The moon can make your dreams seem very bright. And when a friend can make you smile, that's a very good friend to know. I know. And you can share that smile any time of the day and anywhere you go. Let's go. And when you show a friend you care, and you lend a helping hand, then you spread sunshine all over the place in every corner of the land.
For real, I don't think this is a real radio station because if it was, they wouldn't be doing this.
Oh my god. Is that the angry cloud from We Sing Them?
Go away, go away. The sun can make your worries go away. When the moon shines bright on a starless night, the moon can make your dreams seem very bright.
Go away.
Wait, did you hear what I said? On a starless night. I think what you're trying to say is on a cloudless night. Because on a cloudless night you can see more stars, plus you can see the moon brighter. Not if the stars are dark.
And anywhere you go. And when you show a friend you care, and you lend a helping hand, then you'll spread sunshine all over the place at every corner of the land. When the sun comes out on a cloudy day, the sun can make your worries go away. Go away.
know, thanks. And thanks to you, Cherry, not to mention our trolling reporters.
Our trolling reporters?
I told you not to mention our trolling reporters. Thank you. And thanks to U-Turn Troll in the WTROLL Copter.
Squiggles troll kite.
Olaf the Oak.
And everyone else here at WTROLL. Keep listening. We love you.
Yeah, we're really close.
Bye-bye.
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 Yeah.
Bye. Yeah. Bye.
I like to be on the radio.
Troll Radio is on the air. Troll City 92. Troll Radio is on the air. We play the hits for you.
It's wild, weird, wacky, warm.
Even hot like chili.
Rock and troll is really cool.
And sometimes very silly. Everyone, everywhere. Troll Radio is on the air. Everyone, everywhere. Troll Radio is on the air. Everyone, everywhere. Troll Radio is on the radio is on the air. WTROLL.
Can I say my piece first?
Yes.
I felt like if I had to pick between we sing and this, at least with this, you know, they're not singing the old generic kid songs that you all know, but you probably shouldn't know. They're not. I mean, it works the same way as like Fraggle Rock or the Muppets, you know. In that regard, it's fine. But with this, the entire concept is just weird. You have a Trollies that makes the Garbage Pail Kids look like Pokemon. And on top of that, they're basically, there's very little you can do but say, what? How was this even green-lighted? Was it really a radio show? I dare ask, was it really a radio show? And I also ask, who was the person responsible for this? I mean, you could make the argument that the Trollies, they really didn't. Donald M. Casson. Wow, Donald M. Casson, the executive producer of this crap. Thank you for giving us nightmares for the next week and a half. But more than that, you want to be cute and silly and funny with your Trollies, and to be honest with you, it doesn't work. In order to have entertainment, you need to have some jokes, a good plot, and some understanding of character. You basically copied and pasted every single Trollie imaginable. You took one Trollie and then you copied and pasted them, gave them different sizes, and just gave everybody the same name. You're making the Smurfs look like the best thing in the entire universe. I honestly would prefer the Smurfs over this. Trollies is a trolling disaster. And I think that's the best way I can sum it up. Let's see what my friend Jimmy has to say about this, because I'm sure he's got a lot to say.
First of all, folks, if you're going to do a radio show, act serious. Quit acting of a fool. The news people were about as foolish as you could be. The helicopter person wasn't even doing the traffic at all. She was too busy in, I don't know, whatever.
Fear of heights?
Yes. And then you had people butchering songs that were really good songs and just butchering them by putting whatever in there. I mean, this
the word troll?
Yeah, or whatever stuff they were adding in there. The point is, people, I don't think this was a generic radio show or a good, decent radio show. This was just about, I mean, and then they had like a guy who was supposed to be pushing buttons and didn't know what buttons to push. It's like they have a bad engineer or a bad whatever you want to call it. I mean, and the sports guy was messed up too. Oh my god, it was just really screwed up. It's not the way a typical radio show works. In fact, my friend Mark could probably tell you how a typical radio show runs. Mark, tell him, because that is not how a typical radio show runs.
Typically, you would have a smooth announcer, and by smooth I mean he has a pretty awesome voice. You have, like Howie Stern. You have some good, like, jukebox songs to listen to. You have not as many commercials, and on top of that, you have to have some type of personality or some type of theme. Like, you have a country theme, you have a rock theme, you have like a golden oldie theme. And unfortunately, this radio station was nothing more than telling jokes, troll jokes I might add, and especially the Godfather reference, the Marlon Brando reference. I mean, oh wow, that was just, I cannot.
I mean, first of all, folks,
we're smart people like you and me, so...
First of all, I run my own radio station out of my house. It's low powered. I don't even need a license. And even I could do a better job than these stinking Trollies could do. And actually, the equipment doesn't look like cardboard boxes or just a bunch of, trash. It looks like, this just was so cheap. You can't get any cheaper than this. Now, this guy is more into the movie stuff. I'm more into the radio stuff. When you put us together, we make a very good team.
As you can see, over here, I have a collection of movies in here. So I pretty much know exactly how good movies work. And I know what a good, attempt at, like, if you're going to put a radio show theme in your kids' whatever, that's fine. But have a point. And he listens to radio constantly, so
I listen to sports radio, and let me tell you, the sports radio I listen to is a whole lot better than this sports segment and this trolley radio show. It's so much better.
They didn't even cover baseball.
Come on.
I'm tired. I'm
done.
I'm gonna wake up from this. I want to get out of this nightmare because I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to. I just don't need it. I hope your curious minds were filled to know what this so-called trolley gig is. Because let me tell you, people, you don't want to know. This is like the ultimate bottom of a barrel crap fest.
The lesson I'm going to basically tell you is do not, in every circumstance, buy these kind of movies.
Let us clarify something. We watch these films so that way innocent children don't have to. We warn you, do not watch these movies. And every child in the world should know this. So if you're going to watch a show that involves some sort of Muppet deal, go watch Sesame Street, go watch the Muppets, or go watch Fraggle Rock. They're better, they're entertaining, they appeal to both kids and adults, and on top of everything else, they're fun. You love them. I highly recommend them. And maybe not Fraggle Rock as much, but Sesame Street and the Muppets, go watch them, they're great. With Trollies, stay away from them.
There are other better kid shows on PBS that are better than that. I bet Clifford, the real big red dog, is better than that. I would really try to stay away from a lot of these videos. I really would try to find better educational programming for your kid. There is better educational programming. You don't have to.
But this wasn't educational.
Well, better children's programming, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Whether it be educational or whatever. If it's education you're looking for, I'm sure you can find better stuff. You heard Sesame Street, good. The Muffins, good.
Trollies, troll on home. And never come back. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I want to get out of this nightmare. Good night, everybody.